It was 24 years ago when Green Bay brothers Robert and David Bintz were convicted and sentenced for the killing of Sandra Lison in 1987.
We, the jury, find the defendant, David A. Bintz, guilty.
Judgment of the court in the sense of the law that you, Robert Bintz, be sentenced to the Wisconsin State Prison System for the rest of your natural life.
Lison was bartending at the Good Times Tavern on August 2nd. 2 days later, her body was found in the Machickeny Forest. A decade after that, while David Bintz was serving time for an unrelated crime, his cellmate told officials that in his sleep, Bintz had admitted to Lison's murder with his brother. Despite no physical evidence, the two were convicted in the year 2000. At the time, John Zakowski, the district attorney who prosecuted the brothers, said this:
"These old cases can still be solved if people come forward with evidence and if people keep working on it. That's what happened here. This case was basically solved the old-fashioned way."
But the two maintained their innocence.
I'm not going to take the blame for something that I didn't have nothing to do with. And I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth on that. I'm not taking the blame for something that I'm being accused of.
And last year, an investigative team in New Jersey found a connection to the DNA collected from the crime scene through intense genetic genealogy.
Once we realized that we were narrowing in on the right family, there was just a palpable sense of joy and relief, knowing that this was potentially going to lead to the exoneration and justice for these two brothers.
That DNA linked them to William Hendricks, a convicted rapist who died in 2000. David Gurney, who leads the team of genealogists, says this case shows that you can't always rely on a confession.
They knew that the blood and the semen found on the victim did not belong to those brothers. But the power of that confession sort of overwhelmed that in the eyes of the jury. And I don't think that's unreasonable. Ordinary people hearing a confession are going to believe it. It's very hard to come to terms with the fact that somebody could falsely confess to a crime.
And Wednesday, a Brown County judge vacated the brothers' life sentences. For the first time in 24 years, they'll walk free. In Green Bay, Marlo Lundak, Fox 11 News.